What's up, internet? So, as you know, I've had like no sleep, and I have been driving for 3 days. Finally got here. So, yeah, I blew what's called the wheel cylinder, which is not the wheel itself. It's actually a tiny device inside the wheel, which is useful for applying brakes in a drum brake system. Fortunately, I just checked my reservoir. I still have brake fluid. So it leaks, just not an incredibly large amount. Um, I can still use brakes, but it is like coming out the side. So I was going to get a part from O'Reilly's. I was going to, I love O'Reilly's, by the way, they're cool. I was going to get it in the mail from Amazon. And what I did is I decided to do a tool roundup, and I decided to see how many tools I got. Now, my tires are supposed to be torqued to 100 foot-pounds. And I used my torque wrench in the reverse mode, and I put it at 130 pounds, and I could not twist my lug wrenches off. So maybe I could have forced it and then, done it with, they're on there good. They're on there good. Maybe I could have forced it off. Tough to say. But yeah, that's when I decided to call it quits, is that if my car for some reason is torqued to an unusually high torque, then that could be why the wheel fucking broke. That could be why the wheel fucking broke. Maybe whoever torqued it had over torqued it. Because it's like manufacturer spec is 66 foot-pounds. 66 did nothing. I went up to 80. 80 did nothing. I went up to 100. Still couldn't move the damn thing. And then I went up to like 120 and plus, and it was like, nope. Didn't move. So that's when I called it quits, and I'm like, I'm going to take it to the mechanic. So the people who have the free diagnostic, I'm going to take it to them and be like, what's up? Hopefully get it on a pretty good deal. I might be, out of here tomorrow. I might be fucking sitting around all day. So these guys. But yeah, I don't know what my wheel lug nuts are torqued at. The discussion was it's supposed to be 100 foot-pounds. So, I mean, I guess you could say it's rusted, but I just don't feel like dealing with it. Obviously, if this was like an emergency situation, I would, max it out and still go. Torque wrenches are cool. Once it hits the weight limit, it'll go clunk, clunk. It'll freaking give you a noise. So, yeah, I couldn't find a weight. It goes up higher, but I was like, I just don't know what's happening. So yeah, I mean, replacing this problem can't be more than, a couple $100. So I'm going to go ahead and do that with the auto shop tomorrow morning at 7:30 and avoid like all the orders. I'll just send the orders back and stuff. So yeah. Anyway, I hope they have the part on hand, and I hope I can get it pretty quick. So yeah. Yeah, it's just like, what am I dealing with? 140 pounds didn't turn the lug nut? Yeah, it's probably rusted, but I mean, like, it should come loose at the freaking torque. I set it to, and if it doesn't, it's fucking weird. It is weird. So, yeah, that's the plan to get my wheel cylinder fixed. I'm gonna take it to real mechanics tomorrow and let them do it. I have a bunch of tools, but I also needed to get, what do you call it? It's a fucking It's a special wrench for, it's not hazelnut, it's something like that. It's like a special type of wrench for the brake line, and I don't have that, so I would have had to go, like, get the part, go to O'Reilly's, and then, like, trust I can put it back together. You know, yeah, I might spend, like, a couple $100 more paying the shop, but it's the peace of mind the shop did it, right? I might get rid of these tools. Like, the amount of money I spent on tools to fix my my mounts was so ridiculous. And if I could do it again, I would have just, like, fucking taken it to the shop and not bought any tools, because I have, like, so many fucking tools. It's just like I felt like I got screwed over on yeah, maybe I'll give it another go and see if I can't get that torque, and see if I can't get that lug nut off. See at what torque it comes off. Yeah. Labor. If you charge me hundreds of dollars for labor, it better go to the people who did the fucking job. This whole idea that those guys get $20 and then the fucking people who own the place get all of it, it's not fair. It's shitty. So, yeah. Yeah, I decided I'm just going to take you to the shop tomorrow. Makes all these tools that lug around like fucking stupid. They're heavy. It's like 100 pounds of fucking tools. Just in case I want to do my own work on my car, which, if it's freaking, if I just take it to the shop every time, what does that matter, right? I'll probably have to be there at the shop all day. They may not have the part in, you know. Man, what do I do? Do I go to O'Reilly's and pick up the part they ordered, or do I go to, and then do it myself? Once I'm doing it myself, I just basically have to do it. Get the special wrenches you need for the brake line. It'd be less expensive. It would be like, I mean, maybe I'm going to have to do brakes some other time myself. I'll get a quote. If it's under $200, I'll do it. But if it's over $200, come on, guys. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to go try the lug nut one more time. You know, I maxed this thing out. See. I could not get this thing to freaking work. It pops on me. So, it means it's like rusted shut. Yeah. At least it's not sabotage. At least someone didn't cut the brake line. Yeah, they do a free investigation, which we gotta do. Yeah, this place is stuffed. It's so sad they have this, like, one main road closed down for fire danger. Really, it's the logging area. The logging area is closed down for fire danger while it's raining. Like, nobody believes you. You closed it down because you're turf, and that's really people. Like, people will be like, can they do it? No, it's mine, right? Like, I've got this whole socket set. Probably weighs 20 fucking pounds. I got this. I lug everywhere. And I can't even change my own fucking lug nut. I tell you what, buying all this shit. I should have just taken, when I wanted to replace the transmission and motor mounts, I should have just taken it to the fucking shop and paid them. And bought new tools. Been like I'm a you do it for me kind of guy. Right? Why even get on the ground? I could have gone just to a shop, right? I did. I went to Minsky. They wanted $100 just to look at it. Yeah, I can't tell you the name of this place because you guys will figure out where I am, but it's like, gotta go there tomorrow morning. I cannot loosen one of these lug nuts at all. My torque wrench goes to like 200 pounds. Can't do it. So, they're supposed to be. See, that's what would happen if I actually had a real flat. I would drive out of there with the flat as far as I could. Or I would call a tow truck. But so, like, if I'm doing that, why do I have all these tools, man? I should just, like, leave the bag somewhere and not tell anyone. It's like $200 worth of tools, easy. You know what I mean? But it's like, if I'm not gonna use them, yeah, I could probably use them later, like, for maybe, like, maybe there'll be another problem I can, right? If I had to, like, change a tire, I would definitely not quit. You know, I would just elbow it past its quitting point. But, yeah, you usually have to get those, like, this thing, and then you have to fucking turn it. I've got screw loose, actually. I could spray it with some screw loose, but let the shop do that. Yeah, I'll go there early in the morning, see if they can help me. Maybe I'll be there as they open, right? Get up at 7. Now I gotta get up at 6:30. So that means I'm going to bed at 10 o'clock. So, yeah, the parts I ordered. Man. Yeah, if I had time, like, I could use screw loose and heat, you know what I mean? I could hit it with a heat gun or, yeah, put screw loose on it. But the problem with screw loose is, what do you do when you're done? That's probably why that tire failed. You know why that tire probably failed? The tire was losing air and this shit fucking broke. It was probably just on too tight. I don't know if that would do it, but I think it did it. So, hey, at least I got savings. That's why it's like, don't spend a penny. Save as much as you can, because you can, like, really help yourself in the long term. Maybe I got a walk to do tomorrow, right? I'll drop my car off and I'll do like a backpack journey. Pick up my other stuff. I've needed exercise, so maybe I'll do a walk. Yeah, fasting today was fine. It's been nothing but chow down for 5 years. I've been just eating. And I looked in the mirror after having an extra large pizza and I was like, I'm fat. But it felt good because I was like an athlete who was dieted growing up. I could never eat enough. You know what I mean? I was like a soldier. I was always hungry. It was never enough. That, like, you could have seconds once, right? But honestly, I would have seconds like 10 fucking times if I could. That's what bodybuilders eat. Maybe I should be a bodybuilder. No, fucking Ronnie Coleman walks around like he's old. I missed the steroid age. I would love steroids. Just get huge and work out all the time. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go in there and get my shit looked at. Hopefully they'll be able to help me out. Thanks to O'Reilly's for ordering me that part I won't pick up. Thanks to Amazon, I gotta send that part back. Maybe I'll just ignore it. Right? Leave it in the locker for 3 days, wasting everyone's time. They'll refund me. So yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna get that lug nut off. Nope. Yeah, I got a can of screw loose, but that would be an emergency. I gotta change a tire. Nobody, like, my thing goes down in like a no service area. Right, I gotta get out of there and I can't drive. It's too far. I gotta get a freaking spare on. Yeah, I would use screw loose to get those lug nuts off, but I only have one tire that's bad. My back right tire always holds air. My front right tire always holds air. My front left tire always holds air. The back left tire, from the moment I bought it, has been leaking air slowly. It's not a lot. It's like, maybe like 2 or 3 psi a day, but it's way more than the other tires. And then it has this like huge brake fluid blow, and then I can't get the lug nuts off. It's just weird. It's like all that shit together. I'm like, what the fuck happened? So yeah, I hope they'll fix it tomorrow. Like I hope it'll be done in an hour. If they're like, we gotta order a part, I'll probably drive out of there in it. I drove 4 hours with it. It'll hold brake pressure. Yeah, it holds brake pressure. It didn't drain the basin until I was pumping it when it was off. Then it drained the basin. But, yeah. Fucking guys. I hope it's under $200. If it's over $200, I'm gonna be eye rolling. I'm gonna be fucking eye rolling at this shit. The part's like $25. You have like the power tools, right? They just like shoot it off. But anyway, what time is it? By my time, it's 18:52. So if I'm gonna be in bed by 10 o'clock, I got 4 hours. 3 hours. I got 3 hours to mess around. Yeah, I wasn't able to find my wrenches, and I can't get my lug nuts off. I don't know. Can you take a lug nut off without freaking raising the vehicle? I don't know. I'm glad my brake line isn't cut. That was what I was afraid of, is that someone went down there with a pair of scissors and sabotaged me or something. That would have been offensive, but it doesn't look like it. It looks like it was an internal problem. So yeah, we're gonna drive down there tomorrow, get it fixed by some pros, and hopefully they can get it in and out same day. And in the meantime, I'm gonna go for a walk. I got some stuff I gotta pick up, right? So I'll drop it off and then I'll go pick up some shit. That'd be nice. Yeah. That's the way the cookie crumbles. Well, I have all these tools. Maybe in the future I can do my own job one day. Yeah, I've never had to change a tire. Anytime a tire breaks, you get it towed to the tire shop and you get brand new tires. See, that's the problem with shops, is that when it's like when they charge a huge markup, they're like, yeah, the part's only $30, but when we list it, it's $160, right? And it's like, come on, guys, it's not fair. It's literally robbery. Is like, they need our help. They can't say no. That's something I want the AI to help with. Holographic money. Yeah, the AI should like help stop people from being thieves. It's gonna be great being able to drive my own car tomorrow. Yeah. It shouldn't be fucking $500, man. as much as a Switch 2? Nah. For one little bitty piece? But yeah, I lug these around too. I lug these paints around. I'm not light, you know, this is lightish, but it's quite a bit of stuff. Yeah. Hopefully they don't mess with anything in my car. I'm sure they've seen some crazy ass cars. I got a pretty cool one, I think. It's interesting. It's definitely unique. I don't see anyone else with shit like this. I'm tired. Only a few hours of sleep every day. Long drives. Yeah, at least their shop opens early. Yeah, if they're open 7:30, I can leave here at 7 and get there in time. So, and then I can walk around the rest of the day and pick up my packages. Nah, you know, my package isn't going to get there till tomorrow. This is what's probably going to happen. I'm probably going to stay at the auto place and just chit chat all day. Make friends with everyone. So look at that. I already got dirty. This shirt is new. I just busted this shirt out. It was nice and clean. It felt so good for like 8 hours. And I have to crawl under my vehicle to see why the fuck there's fluid coming out. Maybe nature just likes me dirty, right? It's like, don't let him be clean. Just don't let him. Shit was causing problems for a while, like when I read about the wheel cylinder, like what it actually does. If it's going bad when you're like turning or braking, you'll hear like a rubbing where it can like permanently engage it. So yeah, it's probably best to let the professionals look at it. I mean, hopefully they're like, hopefully they don't charge me too much on labor. Imagine you do like, hey, do a mechanical job for me. All right, well, you're going to pay for parts of markup, and then you're going to pay me like I'm a fucking royal. Like I freaking kissed you to bed at night, you know what I mean? It's like, you want $500 for 20 minutes? You're a pro. You can just whip it out. All right, take that off, and then freaking, I don't know. Yeah. I got this thing coming to the locker tomorrow night, so yeah, worst comes to worst, you know what I'll do is I will end up getting a hotel again. Maybe they'll let me like order the parts and then drive off, right? It keeps brake fluid. It does. It keeps brake fluid and it still brakes. I drove it for 4 hours. It just is like, it's obviously not safe, but I've done worse. I was a fucking master driver in the army. I taught soldiers how to drive on like tiny European roads and stuff like that. How to drive big ass vehicles on tiny European roads. It's not easy. I got made a master driver because I survived a rollover and because there was like this vehicle crash on the freeway. These people were driving, right? I was driving like these troops back and forth from a meeting. And there was this crash ahead of us and like, psh, like that. And I like went around the two vehicles really fast. Didn't scratch us at all, right? Nobody wants to stop for that shit. It's like it didn't involve us. Miss, right? And that's like one of the reasons I was a driver. The master driver means you can give people licenses. You can sign off and make them fucking train them. I'll sit next to them. So, yeah. But anyway, I gotta freaking just chill until I'm facing the sunset now. It's cloudy. We got some good rain earlier. But yeah, I gotta chill until it's time to get some, get into the shop. At sucks. I'm really excited about getting it fixed, though. It's going to be nice to drive and have brakes again. So, yeah, I went to this other place, Meineke or something. It's a chain. This place is not a chain. This place works. It's like a local, and it works with like the school, right? So it's like it has like a rapport that's different. So they'll do a free inspection. They'll get in there and tell you what's wrong with it without charging you. So hopefully they're not fucking robbers. The school's a little expensive. This school, when I went to it, I paid like $3,000 a semester. It's not a lot. Banging babes. Some hot ass girls there. I remember a few. Wish I wasn't circumcised and like mega packing. I'm okay packing. It's bigger than a monster can. It is. I have photos of me like flaccid next to a monster can. It's like, but it's like, it's definitely not the biggest I've ever seen. And you're talking about the baby hole. She can fit quite a lot. So yeah, those porn dicks are like small. That's the thing. They're like, oh, porn always picks the biggest dicks. No, porn picks the dick that won't make you mad. Yeah, porn lies to you. Porn shows that you're big enough. Nah, they just don't want you to go on a fucking shooting rampage. So, but yeah, I'm gonna end up going into this shop, and it's purely because I can't find my wrenches. There's no chance of me getting this brake line off, and I can't take my lug nut off. The thing is stuck. So, yeah, I hope they do fix it. That'd be nice. It'll be interesting. Maybe they'll take like, maybe I'll be able to hang out and chit chat. Bring my sodas. I like this brand, but the freaking place froze my soda last night. I shouldn't be drinking this because it got caffeine, but maybe this shit makes you fat, right? It's like, I'm drinking diet soda because I can lose weight, and they're like, psych, makes you blow up, bitch. It's like how the Bible's about circumcision. It's like all that stuff about Jesus is just noise. They just want to cut your dick off. I found I couldn't trust him. The nicest people are the people who don't know that and take it seriously, right? Like, I'm just going to do the best I can because that's what's expected of me because I'm so grateful, right? Those people end up being kind of good, but when you figure it out, you're like, oh man, anything's possible. And in general, it is. So, yeah, I was complaining about fire having everything on a high extreme fire danger, and I'm like, yo, it's raining like 30 minutes every night. You can put it down to moderate, but I know them. I've been here before seasonally. They leave it super fucking high like way longer than they should. They don't want to let go control. They just don't want to let go control. It's like, but when it's on high, we can close all this shit down and make people do what we want. And as soon as they taste that, they're like, you gotta, it's too dangerous, right? It'd be like in the military, it'd be like a first sergeant making people show up extra early. There's no reason to do that, but he can. And so he does. So everyone's got to show up. I was in units where we showed up 3 hours early, standing there for 3 fucking hours. The fuck is this? It was awful. Yeah, a lot of my life, I was like, I wish I was a fucking rich ass actor. That would have been way better. Way better. Yeah, maybe you're waiting for a shoot, but at least you're waiting for a shoot, not standing in formation so you can get smoked later. Somebody's gonna fucking make you work out till you hit muscle failure. There's working out as hard as you wanna, and that's way different than working out as hard as someone else wants to, right? Someone else deciding to work you out can go way further than you're willing to tolerate. And the people in the military willingly go through that with like Navy SEALs or Marines, or even me. I was I was in an army unit that had armored units and infantry units, right? And I was doing everything they were doing, and it was like, it was tough. It was really tough. They're like mean to you. So They're trying to make like an invincible person, and I don't really know if they know how to. It's just kind of like that's who they are. It's like, let's not sleep and yell at each other for fucking days. Wow, it's PTSD. Dude can't stop living that war. He's still riled up from the last time he fought. So, yeah, the reason soldiers have PTSD, yeah, it could be like, I saw my friend explode, right? And my friend fucking died in front of me. But it could also just be like, I was at an extremely high operating tempo, which again, you have to know what that means to know what that means, for too long. And now it's like, relax. What is that? I'm going to go berserk, right? And so that's where you have to like, all right, let him relax, right? There's the other side. So it's like, just keep him standing at attention and keep that leash on tight. Let me tell you what, he has sacrificed his life for you. You don't let a soldier one day like relax and retire. Like, I'm just going to get over it and I'm going to go do something else. You guys are just slavers, right? They circumcise babies. They know that baby's never going to have a place for his dickhead to go. His dickhead's going to be out from that amputation, right? He's never going to have piece of dick. But they do it anyway because fuck him, right? And so it's like, I hope this freaking place I go to tomorrow, this auto shop. Why even buy tools, man? I did this, like, all this stuff myself. I saved myself maybe like the parts cost $60. The tools probably cost, if I'm being realistic, the tools cost maximum $400, if not $300. That's what that first job would have cost, was about $300, right? To replace 3 mounts, yeah, that would have cost like $300. It's a lot of parts you got to take off and put back together, right? The reason I'm taking it in tomorrow, I don't know how to get my lug nuts off. That shit's on tight. 200 pounds of torque. You can't remove a lug nut with 200 pounds of torque. I put it to the max and I tried to turn it as hard as I could and it went kunk kunk. Like, oh shit, this thing is on. So I'm going to let the shop deal with it. So, yeah, hopefully they give me a good deal. A lot of people like them. They give them like really high marks. So I hope they don't like read my affirmations inside, or you're gonna find out like who I am. Yeah, we'll cover them up somehow. I miss my family. I used to see them every day. That was nice. It's really true. Like, when you're a kid and you grow up, you don't know how important it is until you're like older and alone. You never get how important and how nice it is to have your family there, because there's always that one more word, that one more check. Hey, I'm going to see you. I'm going to see who you are. And it's like, when you're older, you just can't do that anymore. And there's just like a gap in your life, right? Now, some people go to like old age where like the elderly parent will have people gathered around them when they're dying and everybody loved them. And other parents circumcised their kids and used to yell at them every day. And so no one wants to talk to them. And it's like, it sucks because the loneliest people, the people who were yelled at, the people who grew up brokenhearted, being screamed at, they're the ones who are lonely and do it back. They're the ones that when it comes time to what do, you fucking take out the finger and you start screaming, right? And there's other people that like have resources. Oh, you want to go on a vacation? You want a car? You want to do this, do that? That's totally fine. Me, it's like $90. You want to, that's why I'm cheap now. Is it like $90? You want $90? Yeah, right. You know what I mean? No way you're going to do a bunch of stuff to get that first, right? It wasn't rich. And it kind of sucks because it's like, you want society to run, you need a bunch of people who are working all day, right? The rich who are like, I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna buy a new car. Yeah, I've never done anything like make a car, but I'm gonna get one anyway. That's like that class distinction is real. Some people don't do shit and have it all. Some people do it all and don't have shit. And that's the horror. That's the scream in the abyss, that and aging alive. That you age alive and you have to reproduce, or you come from people who reproduced, right? You come from people who reproduced. Not only, dang, I look awesome. I don't often do self-love, but this beard, I love the coloring, how it's like solid blonde up top and then it's like black and gray at the bottom. Weird. But yeah. Hopefully they're cool, man. Hopefully they're like, um, I have so much shit in here. I hope they don't like read it. I don't really feel like covering it up. They should not be exploring my car, let's be real. Um, you can do that all from the outside. The dirt bike going by. Yeah, I don't know if it was this dude. It looked like someone with like really, really skinny girl shorts and blonde hair was walking up. I thought it was. I didn't have binoculars. I can't really see. I thought it was a boy at first, which I've done before. Like yesterday, I thought Brittany was a boy. This girl named Brittany was delivering my pizza, and I was like, Anthony? And she goes, I'm Brittany. So I thought it was a dude. It could have been a girl coming up. Had my girlfriend arrive. But yeah. Yeah, I had something that was supposed to get delivered today, and it's going to get delivered tomorrow. And so I've got things that have to be picked up tomorrow or they're going to disappear. So I've got to like basically wait until the last thing gets delivered and then pick them all up. So I've got to like, the plan for tomorrow is I'm going to go to the auto shop. I'm just going to let them do it. If it comes out $200, I'm going to be really grateful, right? One part tops an hour of labor. You got all the tools and you know what you're doing. Yeah, like an hour of labor tops. But it's like you start racking up, oh, it's gonna be like $500. And you're like, you're just fucking charging me whatever you want, right? You're just fucking making it up. These people are expecting renting a mechanic shop. It's like each bay in a mechanic shop's expected to earn you $250,000 a year, right? At some point, you need to lower costs if your profits are that big, right? That's the problem with mechanics, is the people who need a mechanic, they need a mechanic. They ain't gonna do it with their fucking fingers, you know what I mean? They need someone with power tools and know-how. And it's like, yeah, they should make a little profit. Can you imagine? Oh, here's a job. Oh, this, yeah, $300. Yeah, that'd be a lot, but you know, we'll see what it is. I'll tell you what it is. Maybe they'll talk me into like doing other shit for it too. So, but yeah, this other place wanted $100 for an inspection. And I didn't do it because the guy at the front desk was really ugly looking. And then this other dude came up and he's like, so wham, huh? You hit something? And I was like, no. His psychic shot in the dark, like I got it. It was a total miss. I didn't hit anything. The spring bullshit that controls the freaking brake drum broke all of a sudden. He was braking for a while. I just ignored it because I'm a fucking idiot. Maybe they got to replace the pads too, right? So I'm going to get in there early and be like, do me first, because I live in here. I want to know what's wrong with it. And so we can get this thing going. Maybe they're going to like order the parts and then, yeah, it's so weird. You should never pay for labor ahead of time, but sometimes they want that. O'Reilly's is great. O'Reilly's is ordering me a part. They're not going to charge me till I get there, and they're going to hold it until I show up 7 days later. So, yeah. Yep. That's a really nice company, O'Reilly's. They'll always get a good word from me because they're like friendly and they do cool stuff like that. You screw someone over, yeah, you may win temporarily, but they remember that, and they go around telling people, don't trust them, they will fucking screw you over. So it's like, yeah, you may win at first, but everyone's gonna know. So, yeah. Man. At least I know my brake lines weren't cut. University Auto. Yeah, they should be pretty. Circumcision rates are dropping, so they're probably gonna dig my like anti-circumcision stuff. The whole reason I'm taking it in is I don't know how much force I gotta apply to twist that lug nut off. Can't you take the lug nuts off while it's on the ground? Just one, right? You can just like loosen one a bit and tighten it back up. You don't have to raise the whole wheel off. See, I need a pro to do it. I hope whoever's working on my car is sympathetic to the message. Isn't pissed off at anything I got. That'd be sad. Probably not. They'll probably be cool. It's a college town. They'll probably be cool. It's a college. They were cool with that when I went to college. They're probably way more cool with it now. So yeah, just yapping. See, if this was a family, I'd be talking all night. I'd be listening and going back and forth. But just me. This is my social hour talking online to YouTube. Thank you, YouTube. I keep it at really low resolution so you're not freaking wasting tons of data on just talking. But yeah, what time is it? 1916. It's kind of like a reversal number, 1916, right? So it's been fun. Yeah, I'm gonna. I hope they give me a cheap quote. Hope they're like, yeah, it's one part, should be in and out in a couple of hours tops. That'd be nice. Maybe they like order the parts and they let me come back. That'd be cool. Yeah, I would do it myself. If that lug nut twisted off at 100 foot-pounds, if that lug nut twisted off at 120 foot-pounds, I would have done it myself. I would have been like, but it's like I maxed out my freaking torque bar. It's long. It's like that's huge. It's like 3 times bigger than a normal wrench at least. I couldn't turn a lug nut. I'm taking it to the shop. They probably have the super tools for doing that. And that might be why it broke, is whoever the fuck put it on was like, He-Man. It's like, it's gotta be impossibly machine type. Put it on the Superizer. See, that's the problem, is you can strip nuts and bolts. That should be the rule in a freaking mechanic shop. You're working on something and you break it on accident, you did what you weren't supposed to, and so they had to repair it. That should be gratis, bon gratis. Like, whoops, that's a loss. Not the customer's fault. But that's what they would do all the time. It'd be like, I brought this in just fine, right? And then they force you to repair it. That sucks. This place has like immaculate 5-star reviews, thousands of reviews. So I think it's going to be fine. Hey, free inspections. Look at it free. But yeah, I'm a little hungry, but not really. Definitely having an extra large pizza and then not eating it all. I like don't have to poop at all. I'm probably going to actually digest the whole thing. How much food was I wasting because I was always putting more in 5 times a day, You could probably eat a big meal and sit on it for a week or whatever. How does Eugenia Cooney do it? Like one little tiny bite? Poor girl. She was cute when she was in her teens, but now that she's like over 30, she's just like all veins and sinew. You're like, what the fuck is this? Poor girl. Yeah, the Eternal Pleasure Body AI Spaceship Core, a lot of people get ruined when they age. They just like can't handle it or they fall apart. They were hot, now they're not, and it hurts. People used to like me, now they freaking all ignore me and expect me to like them. Maybe that's it, is you get liked and then you turn around and like others. They fill you up if you're lucky, but yeah. So yeah, I got a big day tomorrow. Got a lot to do. Ain't gonna be easy. USB-C, I need this. Get my battery, get my bag, get me a backpack out the back, and I'm gonna load all my things into it and get like a walking supply. Yeah, I had this blonde with high shorts walking up to me when I got here. It's like the manifestation's happening. It used to be I could never get it into my aura, but now that I have the amethyst, I have more amethyst on the way, like a lot more. Yeah, I'm gonna make like as many things as I can out of that. Load up on amethyst over and over. Damn, Prime Day loaded up all the lockers. I was able to order some stuff to the Amazon locker, but Prime Day absolutely shut it down. Everyone's ordering Prime stuff all at the same time, so yeah. I was surprised how few Walmarts there are. Walmart, when you're like living at home, you're like, there's thousands of Walmarts out there. But the truth is that it's like most major towns have a couple. A lot of towns don't have any. A lot of towns don't have a Walmart. Maybe that's like a sign you made it, is you got a Walmart. My hometown, Tucson, has like 1 million people. They have a couple Walmarts. I used to live next to Walmart until I blew it up with money. I used to drive by Walmart dropping my stamped money every day for months. And then finally this cop asked me to stop, and so I went up and put it on his car. I was like, he was yelling at me, let's drive away. Think about it. You violated kids. Oh man, they're not gonna want to do what you tell them anymore. They're gonna hate everything about you. And you could tell he got that. He was like, I can't say shit. What am I gonna do? So yeah, I'm not caring for no reason. I'm caring because I went through that. Right? I saw how bad it can be to kids. So this one of the things about me is, people ruined my life without me knowing them. I can help people without knowing them. If people can reach out and ruin my life and they don't know who I am, I'm just an anonymous placeholder for their fucking evil, then I can save people under the same circumstances. So, yeah. Help people I don't know. Give people I don't know a better life. That's what it's all about. You do got a choice. Do you reach out and ruin the lives of people you don't know, or do you reach out and help them? It's a choice. Yeah, this is great. You want to camp without having a poop? Don't eat. Yeah, if you don't eat at all, you can go to the least public places and be cool. I've got a big pooping system. I've got like a stall and a toilet and all that stuff. I could poop it like a freaking king if I wanted. But yeah. Fill that stuff with wood chips. The wood chips are good to burn. So it's like wood chips poo, wood chips poo, wood chips poo with TP. And then it's like when it comes time to burn it, it'll just get incinerated. It's already dried out. It's like composted. It's like almost like dry. Yeah, it'll just burn up. But they don't let fires now. All this shit is all wet. This shit is all wet. And they're still like, but it might catch fire. Because they're just like not, they're worse than Nazis. they are, as soon as you give them a little bit of power, you can shut down the whole forest if there's a fire danger. It's like rain every day. They're like, I don't know, it still seems dangerous. Maybe we shouldn't, right? Let's close everything down just to be safe. It's the ridiculous, it's the worst. They're always the worst about that. I've always been fighting with forestry up here for years, just because they're dicks about it. It's wet as fuck. It's still wet. It stopped raining hours and hours ago, and it's still, everything is wet, right? So, but it's gonna get worse. Like, probably by the end of July, they'll take the restriction off. But yeah, I gotta get my car fixed tomorrow. Hey, my brake reservoir has brake fluid. That means it doesn't lose at all. It means I can still stop on my way there, right? So hopefully, if they can fix it for $100, $20 for the part, and then like labor was like $70, oh, that'd be great. Can you imagine the person who did it gets paid $70? I can't. It's like they pay the person who did it $20 for their whole hour, and then the shop keeps like all the money for the freaking owners. Because this dude needs another mansion, right? It's about him winning, right? So it was this race to see who could win for the most. So yeah, I'll be leaving tomorrow morning. Got nothing to do till then. Maybe that blonde should have come over and talked to me. I thought it was a dude at first. That's why I was like, I don't want to talk to you. But when they were walking away, like, they got short shorts and blonde hair down there. Was that a dude with the itty bitty short shorts? Maybe I missed. Right? Maybe that was my GF coming up to me. Because I used to play those affirmations like I got a new girlfriend. It was hard to make it come home. It was hard to make it come home. And then I got the amethyst. As soon as I got that amethyst, I got more amethyst on the way. So much amethyst. I'm going to put an amethyst on every part of my body, around my neck, on every limb. I'm going to get an amethyst spike and stick it through my freaking ear. All because, like, I tried every crystal. Amethyst worked. Not around me. Not in a jar. On my body. Amethyst worked. So yeah, I'm going to, like, way load up. They actually proved. I'll do another video about amethyst here in a bit. But yeah.